The Boston Celtics are the NBA champions after beating Dallas in 5 games. NBA 2K absolutely hates the Celtics in future rebuilds, so let's see if we can go back to back or maybe win another championship in the next 3 years. The best thing about this is injuries are off, so KP will probably play a full season. It's going to be an interesting rebuild. Let's see what happens when we take on the Boston Celtics and see if we can win another championship. Yes, I did throw shade to KP because obviously he's a former Maverick, and it just annoys me that he played so well for Boston this year after all that crap with the Dallas Mavericks. But let's just move on. So Jaylen Brown is your finals MVP. Obviously, well done to him. We're going to advance through. So this is the last team that I have to do a rebuild. There are a couple that I could have done, but I chose not to just because I didn't think that was super important, but I can go back and rebuild them. But I'm going to be doing, once the draft order settles in 2K, I'm going to be coming back through and doing some of those rebuilds for some of those other teams. But right now, the Celtics we're going to do today, and then over the next few Fridays, you'll be, or Friday for Australia, but Thursday for America and etc. You shall see more like other teams get rebuilds. We've done like the Knicks, we've done the Cavs, we've done the Wolves, we've done a lot of teams. So I guess you'll see those coming up. But let's just move through this. So Al Horford is going to retire at 38. Retire as a champion. We'll leave that. He can definitely retire. So we're going to be looking for another center unless we play KP there. Hall of Fame inductees. Russell Westbrook is going to go into the Hall of Fame. Really interesting. The draft lottery. Obviously, this. I thought this was going to be incorrect, but it looks very close to being correct. Just kidding. It's not perfect, but eventually once the lottery comes out in these 2Ks, because for whatever reason, my game decides to crash and burn every time I try to lodge a scenario. So we're not going to be doing that. We'll pick up an assistant GM. I don't know who. Head scout, GM, assistant GM. There we go. So we'll pick up a couple of guys here. We'll keep Missoula around. He's obviously a champion coach, so we want to keep him around as long as we can. And then Guard Guru will just sign whoever we can. And both of them want to sign. So they're coming to join the reigning NBA champions. So let's go to the draft. So I don't think we have any picks in this year's draft. That's like completely fine. Obviously, we just want a championship. But this roster is going to get quite expensive. Tatum is a free agent after this season, so we have to think about paying him and extending him during the season. And then we have Jaylen Brown. KP is on 30 million. We need to bring back Drew Holiday. He was actually pretty good for the Celtics in the playoffs. I don't know if we do bring him back or not. We might have to, actually. Like, I don't know if Peyton Pritchard can really... Like, he could probably take a step forward. We'll see how much Holiday's wanting. But then you have guys like Luke Cornett, Hauser, Tillman, and those that we can potentially move on or trade away. We have Tillman here who could potentially run the center for us. He was actually pretty decent when he played in the finals. So, okay, let's move on to the draft. I don't think we have any picks, or maybe have like a second round pick. We have pick 30, so Darren Holmes is exciting. He could definitely come and join us. I think that's who we're going to go with. I do like Chomche, but I think we'll go Darren Holmes. Holmes can definitely play the center as well. We do have another pick. So is there... I could have traded that. Is there another pick here? Do we want a 20-year-old center? We'll take this guy. Sure. Welcome in, Clifford. Welcome to the Celtics. Okay, so we took both our picks. Reese Shea goes first. Saar, Cody Williams, Stephen Castle, Rod Holland, Reed Shepard. Yeah, cool. It's interesting. The draft is coming up very soon. So we're gonna sign both these guys. Team player options. Drew Holiday has declined. Hauser is gonna come back. We'll accept that. Brissett is going to want to leave too. I don't think Brissett played too much this year, so we might just let him go. But Drew Holiday, we definitely want to bring back. Hopefully he doesn't want too much money, because that would be very bad. So qualifying offer, Quater. We might bring him back. Drew Peterson, he didn't really play for us this year. And JV Davidson. we'll bring you back for the vibes just because I think we're going to need a few spots on this roster. So bird rights, do we have bird rights on Holiday? We do. And Holiday is going to want 30 million. I think we can look to potentially trade Holiday if we need to. Will he come back for 30 mil? That's the question. If he comes back for 30 mil, that would be good. We'll give him a player option as well. We'll offer him that contract. So Luke Cornett and Tillman here too. So Tillman, we may as well offer some money to, and Luke Cornett. I actually don't think we offer money to him. I think I'd rather have Tillman. So are they going to come back? So Drew Holiday is going to come back for 30, just over 30 mil. Tillman's going to come back as well. We're going to get rid of quite a few of these guys. Yeah, okay. We'll get rid of him. I don't even want to try and say his name. Brissett will bring back Cornett if he wants to come back on the qualifying offer. He could come back. And Peterson. And yeah, okay, we'll keep these guys. Okay, let's see what happens here. So I don't think we have any money to really spend on anyone because we should be a second apron team. Like Jalen Duran's here. We only have 5 mil to spend. Okay, so we'll head through moratorium. And we'll just see. So these guys are all wanting a decent amount of money. Or not decent amount of money, but you know, they'll take up a decent amount of cap. So we have 5.9 mil. I don't know if there's a position particularly that we need. Like Kevin Love could be interesting to bring in for a year as a center, but we don't want to keep having these centers retire on us. So I actually don't know what we need or who we should go after. Especially for this much money. What we might do is see if there's any trades to be made. So I couldn't find anything interesting really here for any trades. So we're just going to do this Jordan Walsh and a 2027 first round pick trade. 2025 has a really good draft. 2026 is okay, but that's just draft capital if we do want to make a trade. So I'm going to pop this trade. We do have Daron Holmes now, who's going to be taking over. So Walsh probably won't get any time at all. So we're just going to maybe rush through this. We'll brush through this. See if we get these guys back on the mid-level or like qualifying offers. So we get 2 of them back. That's fine. Progression is going to be interesting. So obviously Tatum's a 96. Brown is a 93. Should be a bit higher than Tatum in my opinion. Porzingis an 88. Derek White an 87. Drew Holiday is an 84, going down a little bit. We'll definitely look to maybe move him at the deadline. Peyton Pritchard to 79. Hauser up to a 77. Tillman 76. And then we have our rookies down here. Just moving through. So let's move on to the next season. The team won't look too different, but we definitely are going to look to make some moves at the deadline. This team is getting older, and 2K, for whatever reason, hates the Celtics. If you look at any sort of, you know, rebuilds or whatever, the Celtics are always good for the first year after this year, but then they're terrible after. So people always try and target their picks and stuff just because, you know, they eventually get really bad. But we're not going to look to do that this year. We're going to look to be as good as we can and be competitive. So let's assemble this team and start off the year. So we are a good team still. We are 3rd in the conference, 6th in power ranking. We're 32-19 here at the trade deadline, which is pretty good. Like I'm quite happy with that actually. Let's have a look and see the stat leaders. So Jaylen Brown is leading us with 25, 6, and 3. Tatum 24, almost 25, 10 and 4. Not too bad. Porzingis 17, White 12, Holiday is on 11. So he's a little bit of a regressing, but not too much. Like his assist is still up. Shooting 40% from 3. Derek White is 39% from 3. So he's actually stepped back a little bit in scoring. KP as well. Which is a bit interesting. I thought KP would obviously play a little bit better. Pritchard is definitely coming along nicely. We could potentially see him get some more minutes. If we can't find a good Drew trade, maybe we throw Pritchard in the starting lineup and see what happens. Hauser, Holmes, and Tillman have been quite good, and Springer as well. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I actually don't know where we move with this team. How are we looking points per game wise? We are 4th points per game, and our defense, our defense is pretty bad. Our defense is 11th. Okay, interesting. But our differential has us sitting fourth. So yeah, very interesting. The Bucks are very good. The Cavs are very good, and we're third obviously, and then New York, Orlando. Cool. What about over everyone? We're sixth overall. Okay. I definitely think there's some moves to be made. I might have a look and see what we can find. Obviously, we have Holiday's contract here. Which is a bit expensive for a 34-year-old. But we also have these picks that we got from the Knicks. We can definitely look to trade the Knicks because they're still playing really well. That's 2 first-round picks we can look to trade. So there's James Harden. No, Desmond Bane is a very interesting one, actually. He's taken a bit of a step back this year, but that could be a very interesting trade. Mark Williams, Miles Bridges, Austin Reeves. Bridges of the Jazz. Okay. Interesting. D. Russ and Austin Reeves. I feel like scoring is down across the board this year, actually. The Mavs, for whatever reason, got Vucevic, right? The Nuggets are looking to maybe trade Michael Porter Jr. Even his scoring is down. Obi Toppin, CJ McCollum, Carlton Carrington hasn't even played this year. Yeah, it looks like across the board, everyone's scoring is down. I actually wouldn't mind Emmanuel Quickly. That's actually an interesting trade right here. Like, he's obviously going to be like that teens scorer, but his assist per game could be up if he's paired with Brown and Tatum. Patrick Williams and Trey Jones. Like, we get a good, we get an okay point guard, but we get a good bench piece. And he's out of contract. Both those guys out of contract, actually. John Collins. Like, I don't hate this. I actually really don't mind this. Where was it? Emmanuel Quickly trade. And we get Ochai as well. I haven't heard of this guy before. We have to give up our Rook, which I don't really love, but I wouldn't mind doing. I actually don't know if I want to do this trade or not. We might revisit this. I might see what else we can do, and I'll come right back. Okay, well, for whatever reason, the Kings want to give up Fox and Keon Ellis for KP. Fox is signed for 2 more years. I know that contract goes up a little bit, but we can definitely look to move Holiday off for a center and get a center in. I actually really like this trade. I know it's 2 first-round picks and KP, but KP's regressing quite a lot. He's like down 3 overalls as well, I'm pretty sure it was, which ain't good. So I think we move on from Fox. I'll move on from KP and we bring in Fox, who's a bit younger, and then we look for a trade exception. Okay, yeah, but no worries. I'm happy with that. That's fine. I had to read that for a second. And then we look for a center trade. Okay, I think Nick Claxton could be interesting. So we're going to offer Drew Holiday. We're going to offer up Quater, and we're going to offer up 2 first-round picks for Claxton. This might be overpaying, but I actually really like this a lot. We're going to have to give them somebody. Let's see if we can take in this guy. Will you accept the trade? They accept the trade. It was probably paying overs, but I'm actually quite happy with that. So let's reset this. So Fox comes in, Claxton come in. They definitely shaped this team a little bit better. I'm quite happy with that. I think Fox is going to work really well with White, Brown, and Tatum. So Pritchard is going to be the 6th man with Hauser, Tillman, Ellis, and Gordon's not going to get any minutes. That's going to go to Holmes. I'd rather Holmes get the 7 minutes. Maybe Hauser. Hauser's kind of on fire. We'll drop Hauser's minutes down a little bit to give Holmes a little bit more minutes. But I'm quite happy with that. I think we revitalized the team. We definitely are like improving a little bit. We're a 4.5 star balance now. Obviously, this is not super realistic at all, but it's what the Celtics might have to do to move up. So we say goodbye to a couple of Celtics champions, and let's see if we can keep this season going. Okay, so the most important thing right now is signing Jason Tatum. We're going to sign him. Maybe he'll accept a little bit less than 43 mil. Let's see if he'll do like 42.3 mil. Like, I know that's not too much difference. And he's accepted, so that's him locked away. Derek White's going to refuse to sign for some reason. That's okay. Hauser, I guess we'll bring back. He's been pretty good. this year, so we'll bring him back. And that's it. So interesting that we can't bring back Derek White. He's just going to refuse. He's upset apparently. Not sure why. He's a champion and he's playing in a lot of minutes. So maybe we'll see what happens in the offseason. But we're going really well. We're 40-22 with a little bit to go. So Luka wins his MVP, his first MVP, which is great to see. 35, 11, 11. I feel like we're going to get a Luka revenge tour next year, so this could actually be quite possible. Rookie of the Year goes to Alex Sarr in Washington. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Naz Reid. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wemby. Trace Jackson Davis is most improved. Clutch Player of the Year goes to LeBron. Still the Lakers. And the OKC guys have the best record. That's a really good record. And they're the Coach and Executive of the Year. So do we get anyone on any of these teams? Wouldn't be surprised if we don't. We get Jason Tatum here on All Defensive Third Team. Do we get anyone else on any of these teams? I don't think so. Is Daron Holmes here at all? He is not. Okay, that's cool. I don't think he played enough time. So we ended up being the third seed. We're going to go up against the Pacers. Let's see our season stats for the year. So Jason Tatum ended up leading us with almost 26 points a game, 9.9 rebounds, and 4 assists, 4.7. Then we have Jaylen Brown here with 25, 5, and 3. We have Fox 23, 3, and 6.5. So hopefully those assists go up. Derek White dropped off a little bit, 12, 3, and 5. Pritchard off the bench in the 6-man role, 10, 2, and 4, which is great for him. Hauser 8. Claxton could have been better, but we're not relying him on scoring for too much. 7.2 and 9 rebounds, which is great to see. Daron Holmes in his rookie year was also pretty good. So it's going to be quite interesting to see where we go from here. I'm thinking we drop this down to maybe a 9-man rotation and we drop Holmes out of the lineup just for this year. Yeah, it's going to be Ellis and Tillman that are going to get the last few minutes. Springer's not going to get minutes either. I'm actually okay with that. Okay, cool. So Fox is going to get majority of the minutes along with Brown and Tatum. And then Claxton and White are going to get quite a few minutes too. So we are a 4.5 star balance, which is great to see. And we're coming up against the Pacers. The Pacers who have Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Toppin, and Turner. They lost Pascal. Okay. Let's see what happens when we go up against the Pacers. We go up 3-4, we sweep. Okay, crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think this team may go back-to-back. Like, touch wood, but it might go back-to-back. Tatum, points per game, 39 points per game. Brown and Fox. The disrespect to Tatum that I threw out earlier in this video, I apologize. I apologize immensely. But Brown was definitely the better player in this year's series, that's for sure. So we go up against the Knicks and we almost choke a 3-1 lead, but we end up beating the Knicks. That would have been very crazy. The Knicks actually have Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart, Randall, and Robinson. They didn't change much at all. Interesting. And then we got Cleveland. Garland, Mitchell, Okoro, Mobley, Allen, Karis LeVert. They didn't change much either. Pretty crazy. Game 1 goes to Boston. Game 2 goes to the Cavs. Game 3 goes to Boston. Game 4 goes to Boston. Game 5 goes to the Cavs. Game 6 goes to the Cavs. Uh-oh. We are going to a Game 7. Let's just reset these. Wow. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I'm quite nervous. So the Cavs get off to a really good start. Can we bring it back a little bit? We're 8 points down. We're quite a long way back. The Cavs have a really big second quarter. I think we're going to lose. We're down by 30 or 20 plus. We have a really good third quarter, but it doesn't matter. We get eliminated. Wow. Okay. So we go to 7. We choke a 3-2 lead. We get blown out in Game 7. So it's the Cavs taking on the Mavericks. Luka and Mobley are your finals MVPs. And the Mavs sweep. Wow. Luka averaging 41 points. Wow. That is crazy. Almost 50% from 3. Okay, we've got an interesting offseason coming up. Player retirements, we're going to override that. We'll let everyone else retire on here. Staff retirements, Yeah, we'll just quickly move through this. Draft lottery, we don't have any picks. Or do we? No, we don't have any picks, which is fine. So staff signing, we're going to need to bring back Missoula. That's our #1 priority right now. And we need a new CFO, actually. We'll bring this guy in. And we'll make sure we bring back Missoula as well. We'll give him the bag. He's a championship winning coach. Hopefully he wants to come back and be part of the team. So Randall declines, but Missoula wants to sign. Okay. Can we get someone else? Anderson's mulling, and they sign. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. See NBA draft time. I think we might have a 2nd round pick. Obviously, this is the Cooper Flag draft, so it would have been nice to. We don't have any picks. Okay. So Cooper, Ice Bailey goes #1. Cooper Flag goes #2. Harper, Bethea, pretty crazy. Rookie signing, we got no one. Team player options, we'll bring in Oramori. I think that's how you say his name. I have no idea. Qualifying offers, JD Davidson, Springer, and Jalen Martin. We'll offer them all to them guys. And moratorium, I think White is a free agent. Derek White is a free. Wow. Okay. White wants insane money. As a shooting guard, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. That's a lot of money for Derek White. We got a cap hold of $29 million on him too. So we might have to be careful here with what we do. We might have to match an offer that comes his way. Was he really on that much money? Like, what was he on this year? Or previously? Can we even see that? We can't see that. Okay, that's fine. Someone that averaged 12 points a game wants 29 mil. Like, we might have to pay the man. But we're not going to pay him that much. We're going to hope this comes down. He has 11 offers. A 1 year 30. Okay, so we're basically going to get him back. We just have to wait and see if he drops his money anymore. 36. 35, 34, 33. Okay, so now he's going to come down even more. 32. We'll negotiate 28 mil for 2 years. If he wants to sign, we might even look to. We might have to trade him. Honestly, like we need to bring him back because we need him. That's overpaying like crazy for him though. It's definitely less than what we wanted. Okay, cool. So he is signed. And do we have any money? We have 5 point something mil. I don't think we can sign anyone great. I actually don't know what we need. I don't think we need too much. Ben Simmons is here wanting 15 mil. 15 mil. I have seen some of the new workout videos that he's been posting though. So hopefully he does come back. As an Australian, it would be nice to see him come back through. So let's have a look. So Kevon Looney could be interesting as a backup center instead of Tillman. We'll see if he would, sign with us. We'll go like 3.4 mil, may as well. And then who else is here? Duncan Robinson, like could be interesting, but I don't want to keep bringing in older guys just to patch over what we have. Malik Beasley could be really good off the bench, actually. We can see if we can offer him some money. So we get both of them, but I don't think we can sign anyone. Let's renounce the rights on these two. I'd rather keep Springer. Malik Beasley's on a lot more money. I think Tillman did a good job. So we'll see if we can bring in Beasley and Springer. We'll have a look and see. Springer comes back and we managed to... Maybe we could have got both of them. That was a bit silly. Maybe we could have got both of them. So no green. Oh, we got a little bit of green down the bottom here, but no red, which is good to see. We managed to bring in Malik Beasley here as well, which is nice. So I'm going to assemble the team for the 2nd year in charge. Hopefully we can make it back to the playoffs. If not, then I don't know what we're going to do. We might make some big changes, but I think Derek White is one piece that we could look to move at the trade deadline. The lineup is going to go Fox, White, Brown, Tatum, Claxton, Pritchard, Hauser, Tillman, Beasley, and Holmes off the bench. Keon Ellis is going to miss out, unfortunately, and our Rook is not going to get any minutes, but that's okay. We might even look to maybe... I don't really want to send him to the G League yet again. But what we might do is we might just continue on with this team. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And then we might have a look at the system proficiency. We're 4.5 star balance still, so I'm going to see you guys at the trade deadline. Derek White could be on the chopping block, but if he's still putting up decent numbers, we might look to just bring him back. We'll see, but his contract is worth a lot of money. We're a bit shaky here to start the season, but I'll catch you guys at the deadline. So we've stopped a little bit before the trade deadline here, and Jason Tatum is averaging 25 points, almost 10 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. Jaylen Brown is here, 22 points, 4 and 3. Fox is 23 and 7, which is great. He's been a really good addition. Obviously, the scoring's dropped off because he's got two of these guys right here. White has dropped off a little bit. Obviously, he's getting a bit older, but signing that contract definitely wasn't, the smartest move by me. Peyton Pritchard here is averaging 10.2 points a game. He could definitely slide into that Fox starting area of Fox of the White starting. I'm not too sure. Claxton's been okay, 8 and 9. He's satisfied, which is great to see. Normally in 2K, he gets really angry. Hauser, Holmes is taking a big step forward, so we might need to give him some more minutes. Hauser's taking a bit of a step back. Maybe we give him some reduced minutes. And yeah, Malik Beasley's been okay in his really limited time. Tillman, we could look for a better backup center. We haven't even given him like super minutes, but he's been okay. I think we're going to make some trades now, a little bit before the deadline. But let's just see if we can maybe find, I'm not even sure what I'm going to look for. I think we need to look for a replacement to Derek White, even though he has been really good. He can't be traded for a few games. My mistake. Let's go through to here. So yeah, we'll have a look and see what we can do. I don't think White would be like this in real life. I still think he's still really good. He's still a very good defensive player as well. But obviously 2K has players regressing like crazy. As you saw with KP, he dropped off 3, which is crazy. I don't even know how he's doing at the moment. So we're 31 and 17, which is great. So let's have a look. So if we go trade finder, we throw Derek White. We need to get a shooting guard in return. That's the most important thing. So the 76ers are looking to move on from OG, who's actually playing really well, but I don't think we can play him at the small forward unless we move Jaylen Brown to the small forward spot. We get Monte Morris, who, I don't think I want Monte Morris. We can get Kevon Looney as a backup, who has been good, but we get Chris Middleton. I don't really want Chris Middleton. I think I want to do this trade. We're going to bring in Dejounte Murray for Derek White, and we're going to, get rid of Keon Ellis. If we can get a second, I would absolutely love that, because we don't have. They weren't. Okay. Maybe not. Let's just go with the original trade. I'm fine to do this trade. I don't know why I was tripping and wanting more than what I was going to get. I'm happy to do this trade. We're bringing in Dejounte Murray. Bang, we do that. And our team hopefully gets a bit better as well. So Murray comes straight into the lineup. Pritchard, Hauser. I still think we might drop Hauser's minutes down. Andre Drummond. As a backup center? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't do that. Okay. So we have Drummond here now. Drummond's gonna get 16 minutes. System proficiency wise, we are a 5-star balanced. Okay. We have to win this season. I'll catch you guys at the end of the year, or if anything else important happens. So we're here at the contract deadline. We're gonna sign Fox to a big contract. This team is worth a lot of money, but we're hopefully going to win in the next, year or two. So 4 years, 44 mil. He's accepted. And then Hauser will resign, but I don't think we're going to do that. And no one else here is ready to resign. So all our main guys are locked away for 2 years plus. So this championship definitely should be in our grasp. Hopefully we can hit it, and I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. Back with MVPs. Cooper Flag is your rookie of the year, averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds as a rookie, 30% from 3. That is insane. Şengün is the 6th man of the year, coming from in Brooklyn. Or is that the Spurs? That's the Spurs. Okay, that's really interesting. Depoy is Wemby. That is an insane center core right there. Alexander Sarr is most improved at the Wizards. Steph Curry, clutch player of the year. Jason Kidd is the coach of the year, and executive of the year goes to John Murphy. Very interesting. So Dallas are obviously very good. We get Jason Tatum at All NBA second team, and we don't get anyone on any other teams, unfortunately. I don't think we played our rookies enough to really get into contention. So yeah, Dallas is the 1 seed. We are the 4th seed. Okay, interesting. We just need to keep refreshing this lineup, I think. Next year could be the year. Wow, that is an insane front 4. So 24 points, or 25 points from Tatum, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 22 points, 5 and 3 for Brown. Fox, 19, 3 and 6. DeJounte Murray, 24 and 5. So yeah, everyone's going pretty well. Pritchard, Drummond, Claxton's really kind of fallen behind. I think they might want to play Drummond in that position. So what we're going to do, I think we have to drop this down straight away to... I might have got an 8-man rotation just to get this done. Drummond's going to be the 7-man. Hauser is cold as... did we potentially play the Rook? He's had a pretty good year. Hauser's definitely probably the best option here. Okay, that is completely fine by me. I guess we'll see how this lands us. Our coaching proficiency is 5-star balanced. We're going up against Charlotte, and Charlotte have LaMelo Ball, Castle, Miller, Bol, and Mark Williams. So we should... I'm not even going to say anything. Whoa, oh, whoa! Okay, what the hell, man? What is going on here? Wait. What is going on? Okay, Tatum's averaging 29 points. DeJounte Murray, Brown. Okay, so no one's playing terrible. Wow, that was a bit of a shock. Are we about to lose? We just got eliminated in the first round by a Charlotte team I was talking crap about. Wow. And they get swept by Cleveland. So Shea and Josh Giddey in Cleveland are your finals MVPs. What is going on? And the Thunder winner for Shea is your finals MVP. Wait, what is this Cleveland team? Garland, Giddey, Struz, Mobley, Allen, and Capella. And they somehow... Wow, okay. Wow, what's this Thunder team look like? Shea, Edgecombe, Dort, Williams. Okay, so they haven't changed too much. Wow, okay. So going into our last year in charge, LeBron does retire. Gordon Hayward retires on the Spurs. Draymond Green, a Bull. DeMar DeRozan at the Jazz. Okay, very interesting. Draft lottery. I don't think we're going to have any picks here. We have pick 24, so we do have a pick. Staff signing. I think we need to replace a couple of coaches, but that's no big deal. It's just a wing whisperer. That's all we need is a wing whisperer. So we'll quickly replace them. We'll go Jonathan Curry, and we bring them in. Okay, perfect. So are we going to draft? I don't know. I don't know what we should really do. I would like to get a better center. That's what I would like to do. What if we traded like Claxton? We can't trade this pick. Okay, we might have to wait till after the draft. Maybe we can get some young guys in. So pick 24, we are going to pick up I do like Dash Daniel, Ja Morant. Okay, done. Dash Daniels, welcome in. And then we're going to bring in Spencer Haywood, wow, okay. So we've got a DeMar DeRozan and a... we got another pick too. Who are we going to find this time? Brandon Knight, Spencer Haywood. Is there any, like, absolutely crazy guys here? Another DeMar DeRozan. I'm gonna pick this guy. Okay, so we've got a decent draft hand now to possibly make it like a dope trade with. We're gonna sign both these guys. Team player options, Daron Holmes we're bringing back for sure. I can see him getting some more minutes next year. Taze Moore. I don't know where he came from. But Clifford will extend the qualifying offer to. And I don't think we have anyone really out of contract. Just Springer. But Springer really didn't play for us last year. So we can definitely let him go. We're going to sign Luka to a deal. So let's see if we can actually get Jarrett Allen. I feel like he's going to be a great center for us. He scores, he rebounds, and then we have Drummond off the bench. So we could. No, we're gonna trade Claxton just for the money. So we're gonna throw Daniels in here. We're also going to throw Ruffin in here too. Are they going to accept? They're not going to accept. We'll also just throw in the other guy we signed as well, Kurt Angel. They accept. Okay, so we bring Jarrett Allen over here to. Okay, we can't see that. Over to us. I think this is the year. Jarrett Allen is a massive upgrade to Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton really wasn't performing too well for us. He was good defensively, but that's it. We bring in a better center. Obviously, this is completely far-fetched and not realistic. Clifford comes back. Player progression. Fox is up to an 90. Jarrett Allen's up to an 87. So most of our starters are amazing. It's just everyone else that drops off after there. So hopefully we can get a championship in this last year, but I'll come back as soon as we start the year. Unfortunately, we have hit a snag. I can't progress past player progression. It just doesn't let me. Imagine this team next year. Just like what happened in my OKC video, just imagine the power that we would have held. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that 2K keeps crashing. I guess, like, the NBA Finals just ended. They're probably going to do some updates shortly, but this team, I think this team could have been maybe a 50-win team, easy. The bench was pretty bad, but I mean, we started building some younger guys up, and Drummond and Hauser are obviously regressing, but not too much. But imagine Tatum, Brown, Fox, Murray, and Allen all together. Not much defense, but there's a little bit of defense there. Let me know down below what you think. Where we think we would have finished. Do you think we would have made the championship next year? I've no idea. I really have no idea how this team would have gone. Allen would have been an awesome upgrade to Claxton. But yeah, this is the video. Hopefully the Celtics, in my opinion, don't come back to the finals, because I want Dallas to win next year. And Celtics are annoying me right now. It's very, it's a very fragile time for me. But I know Dallas will be back. I know Boston will be back. Let me know down below what sort of video you want to see next. If you want me to go back in time and do some, 2016, 2019, 2000 and whatever series rebuilds. Let me know if you want to see any of those, and I will gladly do them as well. But congratulations to the Celtics. Enjoy your time in the sun, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.